accelerated manner. India produced in the current financial year, in the 8 months, 5 million ton more steel. Whereas the global outlook is not very encouraging, our exports have fallen by 6 million tons. So if we take availability of steel in India, 6 million ton fall in exports, 5 million ton incremental production, 11 million ton. 1 million ton more imports into India. So 12 million ton is looking for markets. Where notwithstanding Indian steel consumption has grown by 8 million tons, but it is looking for new markets. 1.8 million ton increase in the inventory in this financial year with the producers. But in the channel, if you look at it, where is the balance? The balance is in the channel. That is the reason why still we are looking for new markets where to sell this incremental steel. Notwithstanding that there is enough demand in India, but is not able to absorb fully what we are producing and what is available. In that scenario, if you look at it, almost all the steel companies have shown a declining margin in this financial year. I think that is where we need governmental help. Steel industry is little different when compared to other industries. In other industries, the competition is between one company to another company you have to compete. Then in the steel sector, you don't compete with other, you have to compete with China. China is a country you have to compete. So any one single steel company in India or globally, if you have to compete with a country, then we need helping hand from the government. That is really what we are really looking forward to the government of India to give the helping hand.
Facilitating infrastructure and facilities and enablers to have the economy with a close to double-digit growth, if not in GDP, if not a double-digit, a very high single-digit growth. And steel sector being one of the growth drivers of the economy, which not only on the physical infrastructure, construction and manufacturing are dependent on, but the impact on this sector also holds on the socio-economic fabric indirectly or directly across the geographies. Now, India is to achieve the goal of being a developed nation by 2047. The steel industry has to play a critical role, as has been in the case of all major developed countries, of 104 million tons to 425 million tons by 2047 is a big growth. And the crude steel production capacity is envisaged to be around 500 million tons. And if we need to be there, we need to be competitive. And in future, only those industry which is sustainable, which is taking care of the environment, sustainable both in terms of its own financial sustainability, million ton. And the assumed capacity utilization was around 85%. And the per capita consumption of steel is expected to be around 158 kg in 2030. So, if we are going to reach there, the target set in 2030 and the target set in 2047, this shall lead to very high extractive pressure on the natural resources until
Indian Republic will be 100 years old. So what do we intend to achieve by then? Number one, we have to be a developed economy. So all those standards and parameters which are present in a developed economy, we have to reach them. In terms of steel, what are they? Number one is consumption. Right now, our consumption is very, very low. It's in the vicinity of 80 kilos per capita. And world average is at least 3 times more. Secondly, about emission. And emission, Shoma Mandalji deliberated at length about consumption, that which our Honorable Prime Minister has announced at the COP Summit, Glasgow, that by 2070 we have to become carbon neutral. reliance on RE has to increase, renewable energy has to increase. So, looking at this kind of a landscape which we have to reach by in next 35 years, so what we require? To increase per capita consumption, we require to produce more. To be able to reach 250.
में जब हम उपस्थित होकर के यहाँ इस बात की प्रसन्नता भी है और इस विजन को लेकर जब हम वैश्विक प्रतिस्पर्धा और रिन्यूएबल उद्योग की ओर जब हम देखते हैं तो जो हमारी एक थीम जैसा हम अनुभव कर रहे हैं इस समय देश में और दुनिया में, तो इस सम्मेलन को और अलग अलग जैसा भी पूरे से जो आज का ये शेड्यूल है, इन सत्रों में जो हमारे डिस्कशंस होंगे, तो इस बात से कुछ निष्कर्ष और कुछ चर्चा ऐसे जो विषय निकल करके आएंगे, तो मैं चाहता हूं कि इस प्रकार की चर्चा के बारे में स्टील मेकिंग ये जो प्रक्रियाओं उत्पाद में जो नवाचार विश्व में भारत को जो निर्यात हब के रूप में जो एक कल्पना हमने किया विकसित करने के बारे में विचार किया है, सोचा है, और उसकी आपूर्ति श्रृंखला के लिए एकीकृत लॉजिस्टिक अवसंरचना पर चर्चा किया। विभिन्न होते हैं, तो इसको लेकर के बहुत चर्चा होती है, परंतु उसका आने वाले वर्षों में जैसा हमने इतना किया है कि कार्बन उत्सर्जन की जो कम करने के लिए वैश्विक सम्मेलन किए जाते हैं, और विशेषकर कुछ क्षेत्र में ये जरूर है कि जब हम कभी ये हमको विचार करना है कि हमारी दृष्टि के विषयों को लेकर के हम क्या और बेहतर कर सकते हैं। इसको देखा हमने अभी कोविड के समय, ये कोई जानता नहीं था, परंतु हमने इस प्रैक्टिस में इतने सफल
as a raw material. It will pave a roadmap for future for steel production in this country. As Rao Sahab mentioned that some of the countries are trying to use as a trade barrier. Sir, the way you have explained, it is going to become a big opportunity for India. Fairly large production in India is from electric arc furnace and induction furnace, which is relatively easy to convert into green steel. And if this green steel is converted into components,
That converted either into syngas or the carbon monoxide, and then the same gas is reused back in the iron and steel making, so that my requirement of the fresh coal is reduced and the total emissions. The total carbon circular economy has to be brought in. The question is only how to bring new catalysts. Today, some of the catalysts are there which are working at 500 degree, 600 degree temperature. But if we start developing new catalysts and convert this all carbon dioxide into methane, carbon monoxide or syngas, then we can reduce our CO2 emission drastically by more than.
And in a big way. Ultimately, they are to shape because crude oil has to reduce in a way then. So there are a lot of things that should be done, and we don't have a magic word for sure, but we know that there are a lot of things that can be done by regulations, the carbon pricing. We have talked of solar power. What about nuclear power? Nobody talks so. In France, there is 70% of power is nuclear. Okay? There could be a number of Monday older players will be green by now if you have 70% nuclear power in India.
So we can say that based on three different measures or three different, you can call that policies also, but I can say measures. Okay, three different measures we can take to reduce the to to reduce the carbon dioxide emission in iron, basically iron making, that is DRI. Because it's, when we are thinking about gas, second would be use of waste material.